Detail, you said there's many points of agreement with Iran right now.
Many.
What, can you give us a
Many, like 15 points. 15 points.
Iran has said yes.
Well, they're not going to have a nuclear weapon. That's number one. That's number 1, 2, and 3. They will never have a nuclear weapon.
They said yes to that?
They've agreed to that.
Will we see arrests, illegal migrant arrests at airports, sir?
Arrests?
Will we see ICE arresting illegal migrants at airports?
Yeah, that's.
Are we talking?
That's why the Democrats are going crazy, because they've allowed, by what they did, and hold up, we put ICE, who are a very high level. I mean, they really are a high level group of people. And they love it because they're able to now arrest illegals as they come into the country. That's very fertile territory. But that's not why they're there. They're really there to help.
Are we talking to Iran directly?
To no enrichment whatsoever, even for medical purposes, civilian purposes?
They have. Thank you.
What about the Strait of Hormuz? Who's going to be in control of that?
That'll be opened very soon if this works.
How soon? And who's in control of it? Will Iran still be able to control the flow of oil?
Be jointly controlled.
By whom?
Maybe me. Maybe me.
You want the United States to be in
Me
control
and
of
the Ayatollah, whoever the Ayatollah is, whoever the next Ayatollah. Look, and there'll also be a form of a very serious form of a regime change. Now, in all fairness, everybody's been killed from the regime.
Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone who teach 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, and shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of y'all out there. This your brother Ra'aya back with another one from GMS Detroit. And yeah, man, you know, this this kind of made me laugh when I heard, I'm like, man, this nigga just be lying like he just lying. Like when they come out the womb, they lying like a motherfucker. Right? He just straight up lying. But let me play this over, man, because he's deceiving these people, rocking them back to sleep, man. We first off, right? We just heard, what was it, 2 or 3 days ago, that the leader of Iran said that they're not making any deals, that they're not doing any of this stuff. Then here he come out talking about we're making deals, we're doing, man, all right, man.
So you said there's many points of agreement with Iran right now.
Many.
What, can you give us a
Many, like 15 points. 15.
And look, because they was like, every time we make a deal with you, you always turn and basically stab us in the back. You always do something opposite of the deal that we didn't make with you. So this Psalms 55 fit them perfectly, right? This Psalms chapter 55, verse 20, it says, he hath put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him, right? He hath broken his covenant, because Esau, Edom, breaks every single covenant. The so-called white man breaks every covenant or contract or agreement that they make with anybody. They break them. They'll say one thing just for you to be, and really it's a war mechanism. It's a war. What do you say? Well, I can't even think of the word right now, but it's basically like a war tactic. Salakia. It's a war tactic because they're basically trying to catch you while you're vulnerable. Like you're thinking that you're shaking the hand of somebody who's going to keep their agreement with you, and you all are going to be in a treaty with each other, and you're going to, but that's not what that's on their mind, right? Verse 21 gonna tell you the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, because he gonna tell you everything you wanna, you wanna hear. It's gonna sound good. It's gonna be, heartfelt, so to speak, right? But truly, in his mind, it's war. He like, nah, he's doing this as a tactic for war, so that he catches you off guard while you thinking shit is sweet. He like, nah, I'm out to get you. And he done the same thing to Gad, the so-called Native Americans. He did this everywhere he went, right? His father Isaac, Esau's father, Isaac, told him that, yeah, you're going to be blessed with the sword. By the sword, thou shalt live. So war is how he lives. This is all he knows, is to be grimy and slimy, and you know what I mean. So when he's saying all this shit, look, just now, this man's words is butter to these people. Oh yes, now we can get a breath of relief. Like, yes, the war is not going to escalate. We don't have to worry about it no more. Everything is going to be good. No, it is not, y'all. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by this orange haired, this orange this Cheeto ass nigga. Anyway, verse 21, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, right? And this is what he does all the time. Look, and then you can read between the lines, listen to what he's saying. Right? He talking about, as long as they don't have any nuclear weapons, they will not get nuclear weapons. You don't control whether they have nuclear weapons or not, nigga. What are you talking about? They have allies with Russia. What are you saying? And China. What are you talking about? Plutonium is in Iran. What are you saying? Matter of fact, let's go to it. Iran. Look, Iran's plutonium production, because Iran has plutonium. They have a uranium. Hold on, let me see. Look, it says Iran's, matter of fact, let me read this. It says Iran's plutonium production capabilities are a significant concern for global security. The country has been advancing its nuclear program, with recent reports indicating that Iran is taking steps to accelerate its near weapons grade uranium production, because Iran has uranium, which can be turned into plutonium, right? It says this includes enriching uranium to weapons grade levels and reprocessing spent nuclear fuel to separate plutonium, right? The Purex process, a solvent extraction method, is employed to separate plutonium from spent nuclear fuel. Despite the advancement, Iran has not accepted oversight from the International Atomic Energy Agency and has not been allowed to engage in inspections. Look, the thing is, you can't control what's happening in their country, Esau, right? Matter of fact, let me pause this. So look, you can't control what's happening in other people's countries, man. And the fact that you are is even crazier, because it's like, but what kind of proud shit is that? But anyway, this is Habakkuk chapter 2. And we're going to start at verse 4. Behold, his soul, which is lifted up, is not upright in him. This is Esau, Edom. He's just not right. But the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, also, because he transgressive by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, because he's always in somebody else's country, who enlargeth his desires as hell, and as death. Hell is the grave, which is representative of the grave, and you can't quench death because somebody's always dying. So, like, you can't satisfy death because somebody's always dying, right? And this is the same way with Esau, Edom. He can't be satisfied. He's insatiable. It says, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations. And you see what he's doing? He's trying to go into all nations. He's trying to have control over all nations and heapeth them to him all people. I mean, you can't do that. It ain't gonna happen. And that's why you're having these conflicts, Esau. And this is part 1 of the video, y'all. I'm gonna shoot the part 2. Shalom.